my dear students. Question answers. Question 1 to 3. He was floating on it, and around him, his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish. He had made his first flight, we know. Who is he referred to here? The young seagull. Question number 2. Which word in the excerpt is more suitable for the word garbage, scraps? How did the young seagull achieve his first flight? Hunger can be the answer. With the help of his parents, especially his mother. Question 4. If you work hard, you will or shall may win. If I had written the exam, I would have passed. Conditional clause. Question 5 to 6. While the revision process was going on, he made a trip to Switzerland. Sixth, after my address, hundreds of hands were raised for asking questions. Process singular was and hundreds of hands plural were. Next question. 7 to 10. Read the excerpt and answer the questions that follow. The title of the lecture was a question. Is the end in sight for theoretical physics? Hawking startled his listeners by announcing that he thought it was. He invited them to join him in a sensational escape through time and space to find the holy grail of science, the theory that explains the universe and everything that happens in it. Question number 7. What was the title of the lecture? The title of the lecture is in the first paragraph. Is the end in sight for theoretical physics? Question. Then, question number 8. How did Stephen Hawking startle his listeners? He thought that he saw an end for the theoretical physics. That is also. So startled his listeners by announcing that he thought that it was, that there is an end for the theoretical physics. To find what Stephen Hawking invited his listeners through time and space, that means to find the holy grail of science. What is the holy grail of science? The theory that explains the universe and everything that happens in it. It is quite clear in the passage. Read the following lines and answer the questions that follow. The glories of our blood and state are shadows, not substantial things. There is no armor against fate. Death lays his icy hand on kings. So death to the leveler. Poem, it is taken. And from which poem are these lines taken? Death to the Leveler, written by James Shirley. And find out the figure of speech employed in the last line. That is personification. The characteristics of a live person is given to a deadly object, that is. So death is an inanimate object, and that death is given animate objects qualities. That is personification. Give a brief note on the theme of the poem. Impermanence of all worldly glories and achievements, as death sees no discrimination between a winner or loser, a king or a poor man. Very similar to a poor man, which are not essential things, very quite clear in the lines. All earthly possessions and glories achieved in a man's lifetime. So, which are not essential or substantial things. All earthly possessions and glories achieved in a man's lifetime. Questions. So, prepare three instructions on mobile phone usage. Don't reveal your password to anyone. One instruction. Then three instructions you have to give. You should be careful in storing personal data in mobile phones. Another instruction. Then you should be careful in storing personal data in mobile phones. You shouldn't waste your time and energy in chatting and other online games in mobile phones. So these are the instructions. So then questions 16 to 21. Edit the following passage. Four mistakes are there. Edit it and or correct. Young friends, let me discuss. Two is wrong. Discuss with you how you can be unique. I have so far met 15 million youth of wrong in a decade's time. So, in of should be cut. In is a decades. DECADE apostrophe. There is a comma before. So decades time, DE, a comma on the top, then time. I learned or I learned every youth wants. Want wrong, WANTS. Wants to be unique, that is you. Then question number 17. Jane Hawking, Stephen Hawking's wife, was a major helping hand to Stephen Hawking. She is arriving at your school to inaugurate a science fair. As the editor of your school magazine, ask her for interview questions. That is a very important one. How could you help Stephen Hawking to rise from ultimate failures of life? First question. Do you think that he can achieve his ultimate dreams in the field of cosmology, astrophysics, like that you can develop and when he was completely depressed, like that you can prepare a short character sketch of Alice Margaret Clifford, Price of the Flower. So her all the characters 4 points you write and just to develop into nice sentence it would be good. During a school tour to Punjab you met Mr. Gupta. You inquired about Frank's burial place. Prepare a conversation. So there is a conversation dialogue between you and Mr. Gupta asking about the burial ground of Francis or Franks and four questions. Then question number. So Mr. Gupta and you. Then question number 20, the garlands wither on your brow, then boast no more your mighty deeds upon death's purple altar now. See where the victim bleeds. Elaborate the idea conveyed in the lines. Okay, that is all. So you can understand we should do good deeds, very virtuous deeds we must to do, because death's purple or in front of the death where the victor and victim, the defeated and the failed person, they will bleed in front of the death. So that is what, try to do good things, and after your death, these good deeds will flower, will be remembered in the minds of the people. Now, question number 21. Prepare a short character sketch of young seagull. Prepare a short character sketch of young seagull. We have studied the young seagull's story. I will fly. My first flight. So there we have come to know about the character sketch of a young seagull. Right about. Then question number 20, 22 to 27. So prepare a profile of APJ Abdul Kalam by employing the hints given below. So you can develop all these hints into simple sentences that will become a profile. Then question number 23. The young boy who asked questions to APJ Abdul Kalam was nervous. You would like to motivate him by saying the importance of getting confidence in life. So draft an email incorporating ideas of confidence building measures. So email format and how to instill a confidence in the mind of the person, like that you can develop. Then question number 24, the young seagull's mother was sad about her child's failure in flying. Later, she motivated him to fly. Do you think that parents are the real force behind our achievements? Prepare a brief note on parenting, how the parenting should be useful for helping you in your younger stages. How could they make confident in your life, like that your own experience by your parents supporting you, assisting you, for example in cycling, in swimming, like that you can develop. Then question number 25, Stephen Hawking was a supernova of world physics. He came to that level by overcoming his crippling disease. Write a paragraph for Stephen Hawking's disease and his never ending struggle against it. So, there is a rare disease called amyotrophic sclerosis, like that, and his hardships, how he tried his effort overcoming his problems, and how he became the supernova of physics, like that you can develop. Then question number 26, imagine you are the leader of the NSS unit in your school. As part of the Gandhi Jayanti celebration, the NSS unit has decided to clean the Panchayat office compound, draft a letter. So it is an official letter to the Panchayat Secretary, his permission to clean the compound in a day, because NSS unit of your school, you are the NSS unit leader. So prepare a letter format is there. Based on this question, you prepare a formal letter. Now, question number 27, Maggie is working as a typist in the civil service stores and earning an insufficient salary, very meager. Seeing her pathetic condition, you would like to write a letter to the head of the civil service stores department requesting him to increase their salary. Draft the letter. That is all. So this is also writing a letter to the civil service stores department, the head, asking him to raise the salary of Maggie. Then questions 28 is mainly talking about Your school section is organizing a particular motivation class for those students who will attend the arriving SSLC public examination. You are getting a chance to speak on the occasion. Draft the speech to deliver on that occasion. You see, speech delivery question. That is the 28th question. It's a format of a speech, addressing, introduction, and body of the speech and conclusion. So just incorporate all these ideas, and here it is a hints. Then question number 29. October 2nd, Gandhi Jayanti Day is celebrated as the International Day of Non-Violence. Globally, the rate of violence is increasing rapidly. Gandhi's Ahimsa philosophy can reduce the rate of violence. Prepare an essay on Gandhi's Ahimsa non-violence philosophy. So hints are there. You can develop those hints. Non-violence. The poorest shall feel that it is their country. No distinction between or among no high class and low class people. Communities live in perfect harmony. No untouchability, no caste, color, creed discrimination. Indian culture, inclusive and religious amenity or unity. That is all. Then question number 30. That is a poem. Brandy Young. Death is forever, so don't flirt with the suicide. Death is painful. Stay away from knives. Death is not for lovers, so don't die. Death is not for me, so don't even try. Death is clever, so be careful. Death is never fun. Stay away from strangers. Death is never pleasing, so don't get caught up in the hype. Death is never fair, so get used to it. Death is always occurring, so don't ignore it. Death is never what you expected. Sorry, but it has to happen. Death is not for you, please don't give up. Death is forever, don't forget. You see, this poem by Brandy Young is mainly talking about the good qualities and negative qualities, bad qualities of death. Death is always with us, but we should be very careful. Don't commit or don't embrace death by committing suicide. So like that you can develop that. So this you can connect with the Death to the Leveler by James Shirley and your own personal opinion, and it will be you'll be getting at least 7 to the maximum 7 marks. Wish you all the best. Thank you.